So as you all probably notice, we are missing a compatriot. It's honestly, it's something that I wasn't sure if it would happen or not, but here we are. Sadly, it would appear Kate has had a bit of a rough week, and she is basically just I knocked on the door to see if she was good to go, and apparently she was just like just conked out asleep. So I guess that's just the way it is right now. I was hoping she could continue to join us on this, but I guess certain things just aren't meant to be right now. But if she wants to catch up with us and watch episode 3 with us next time, I mean, I think I'd be fine with that. I guess we'll see. But Spy X Family, episode 2, secure a wife. Well, he secured the daughter, the home. Well, the home got compromised, but that was one thing. And then, of course, secure the girl's place in the school, which he was able to do, which was awesome. And the fact that she actually went, pulled from the studying that him and her did together, and also the fact that he saved her life, I think Anya is actually trusting of Lloyd now. She's a mind reader, so she'll know if Lloyd has, any, negative thoughts about her. But I'm wondering, because of the preview that we watched, I know the type of woman that we are going to be getting. She's going to be an assassin, apparently. And that's gonna be interesting. I don't know what the dynamic's gonna be. Is Lloyd gonna know about this and he's just not gonna care, or they're gonna work together, or I don't know.
Don't know. I hate to do this, but 1 second.
Well, everyone, sorry about that. Nick had to take a little bit of a sabbatical. The fight was long, but Nick was victorious.
Barely.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things. So we got the second episode of Spy X Family here. Acquire a wife, or secure a wife. So let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. Duh!
This won't do.
What?
I don't want this, Mama.
Not so easy to pull off the mother role.
I can't believe I volunteered for this.
Did you hear? There was some kind of office break-in. Apparently, someone came in and snatched up all the files with this lady's personal info.
I always thought the section chief was way creepy. He's always ogling me. Can't stand him.
You ever considered wearing some longer skirts?
I don't think my boyfriend will be happy about that.
You're awfully quiet over there, Yor. Doesn't it creep you out, too?
The section chief's coffee? Blow snot in it.
Do you think snot would make it taste better or something?
You know, I really gotta give you credit, girl. You're cute with curves in all the right places. If you knew how to flaunt it, you'd be knocking them dead.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you need makeup tips or anything, just ask me.
But aren't you 27 years old already? You need to be careful at that age. From what I hear, there are supposedly spies everywhere these days. People have been getting reported for the tiniest little ththings, you know?
Being single at that age is kinda unusual, a bit eyebrow-raising. I didn't realize that. I appreciate you letting...
Isn't it amazing? I know that back in the day, that was, being married by the time you were, before 25 was considered the norm. And yet, here both of us are, I'm 33, and I haven't been close to getting married. Got close to asking her to, move in, but nothing serious. Nothing serious like, a ring or anything like that. But it's just weird to me. It's just oh, you're 27? Wow, people are going to start suspecting you're a spy. Really? Come on, man.
Oh yeah, this coming weekend I'm throwing a little dinner party at my place. So why don't you plan on dropping by? Bring a date and join in the fun.
Briar Residence.
Hey, sis. How are you?
Oh, hey, Yuri.
Is work okay?
I'm still there at City Hall.
You're kind of weird, so I'm worried about you.
Don't be rude. I'm completely normal.
Well, most girls your age are married. Do you You have any prospects?
Not this again.
Can I set you up with someone?
Huh? That won't be necessary, because, I'm actually going to a party this weekend, and I'm bringing a date.
Wait, you have a boyfriend?
Yep, I do. So don't worry about me.
Then I'll have to make sure to ask Dominic all about this mystery man afterwards.
Huh? Oh, you don't need to bother with all that.
Can't wait to meet him. Well, nighty-night.
Well, shit.
What do I do? Hey, Yuri, I want you to know I was just joking about all that earlier.
Oh, are you and your little brother having a spat? I do have a client needing your attention tonight, Thorn Princess. The Royal Hotel,
Oh,
room 1307.
you can see the cold-bloodedness just like
I'm
come
sorry
out of
about
her.
this lady, but the entire floor has actually been reserved for the evening.
What I heard is that there's a traitorous scumbag staying here.
Ooh.
What's happening out there? It's an ambush! Some broad just...
Terribly sorry for the interruption.
Damn.
But tell me, may I have the honor of taking your life this evening?
What if he says no?
Code name?
Say what?
What if he says no?
I don't think she'll care. I think... Oh my god. This woman's, like, vicious. And you know what? I'm all about that. She can take care of herself.
Won't wash off. Oh no, not my dress! This is the only nice one I own. There's no way. I'll never be a homemaker. Cleaning a house is the only thing I'm good at.
Copied all the files of unmarried women from City Hall.
Thank you.
Gotta
it was
find
him.
one who won't care you're divorced with a kid. If there's a goddess like that, I'd love to meet her. As for me, I can't get a date and I'm not even picky.
My condolences.
Don't pity me, you jerk!
Am I keeping mamas away?
No, it's not your fault. Just watch some TV and don't worry.
Okay.
We're low on agents right now, so I've got another mission on top of this one. Brass wants me to eliminate a smuggling ring.
They're working you like a dog. Fine, let's find you a lady then.
Now, young lady, I'm going to take your measurements. If you please come with me.
I'm being sold to traffickers!
You won't if you behave. Where does she even pick up that kind of language?
Again, Anya just, like, being, too damn cute. It's like, I'm being sold into trafficking. It's like, you won't if you behave yourself.
Finding the right person might take longer than...
Excuse me.
Goodness, it's been too long.
You're Briar, 27 years old. Never been married.
Excuse me. I couldn't help notice you staring at me. Is there something I can do for you?
She's not staring at you. She's turned the complete opposite direction.
I was going to say, I'd say leering. He was leering more, just like he was acting like he was looking back. But I don't know.
It's just that you're so pretty.
Ooh. Oh.
You're saying you have a favorable impression of my physical appearance?
I guess.
Yeah.
Papa! I'm this long! They told me! Who's that?
A fellow customer.
Yes, a child. They say people get killed by jealous wives all the time. No, calm down, Yor. Don't even think about it. That's exactly the sort of thing that would expose me as an assassin.
What? An assassin? A spy? An assassin? This is so cool!
Girl was starved for entertainment.
I thought about asking him to play my boyfriend at the party.
Oh, poor me. I'm so lonely because I've got no mama.
What's this about?
I just need a mama so bad.
No. Sadly, we lost her 2 years ago. Pretend to be your boyfriend?
Was wondering if you could come to this party with me. I don't have any weird ulterior motives or anything like that, and I'll find a way to repay you.
Very well, then. Offer accepted.
Wait, seriously?
Although, I'd like something in return. But I'd like you to pretend to be her mother during an interview. And I just want my sweet little girl to get into a good school. It was her mother's dying wish.
Papa's a big liar.
Oh, man.
I got a sitter for you on Saturday, so promise me you'll behave.
Okay, I'll need some peanuts.
Yeah.
10 pence is your change, Ribbit.
Oh. Must be details on the side mission. Retrieving works of art stolen from the West and wiping out this smuggling ring. The mission is to commence Saturday at 1800 hours when the target meets the buyer. Listen up. We'll need to take care of this quickly so I can make that party. We're talking 78 art pieces valued at a total of 3 million dolks. I'm fairly certain no one would notice if something were to go missing.
Leave it to me.
Of course.
Matter of fact, I've invented some new spy gear just for an occasion like this.
He can be so useful.
A useful idiot.
Who are you working for?
Gives me less than 10 seconds for each one.
Damn.
Reinforcements. And a lot of them.
Go!
Now, which one of these will go MIA?
I'll be taking this.
Wait, the diamond? Why you gotta grab the priciest one?
Because it's best for the whole charade.
Come on, give it back!
Whoa!
That's why I hate cold weather.
This is what having your heart toyed with feels like. I can't skip the party.
So you finally decided to show up, huh?
I remember you saying you'd be bringing a date with you tonight. Unfortunately, he had a last-minute situation. Oh, that is such a shame. I really wanted to meet this guy.
Hey, Yor. I'm so sorry your boyfriend couldn't make it. I wanted to meet him.
Oh, Dominic.
Poor Yuri. You know, he's always extremely worried about you.
Do you think you could just tell him that I showed up with a really nice guy?
Whoa, so you want him to lie? That means you must be really desperate to pretend to be normal. Stop talking to my man, you freak. Really be sure to let your sweet little brother know that you came here all by your lonesome.
I'm getting sick of this. Just think, if everyone here were to die, my brother would never hear about any of it.
Sorry to bug you. Try to have some fun, okay?
Okay. I've often thought of just like the whole thing is just like, you know, if I could just Thanos snap everyone out of existence, then I wouldn't have to be embarrassed anymore. Nah, not worth it.
It's like in some of those situations where people are being real pieces of shit, it's kind of like,
well,
if only I was an assassin and could just kill all of you.
Her specifically, the blonde-haired girl, like just being such a conceited dick.
Yep.
I'm just not cut out for this. I beg your pardon. Thank you. But it's time for me to...
Duh! Sorry.
Please forgive my lateness.
Like, got a gash on the forehead, you're beaten up. Like, hi there. I got mugged in the back alley.
Yeah.
Forger, yours husband.
Oh wait, what?
Hey,
husband?
I needed a boyfriend, not a husband.
You're kidding me. I mixed up our missions. You having a good time, Yor?
You can't be serious. Why didn't you tell us you were married?
It's embarrassing, but this is my second marriage and I have a child. Makes things a bit uncomfortable.
No freaking way that terminally awkward girl has a hot, successful husband. Now this will be uncomfortable. I just got this piping hot gratin out of the oven. Whoops, I seem to have tripped on something.
Woo! Ow!
I love that you're so mindful about wasting food, Yor. This is actually very tasty.
Isn't it? Did you know that your wife did some questionable work before she started at City Hall? Random men would call you up to their hotel room so you could give them massages. Isn't that right?
I promise it's not what you think, Lloyd. I
think it's great. She lost her parents at a young age, and to care for her younger brother, she did whatever she could, or whatever the reason. Having to put up with such a tough job takes real grit and dedication, and that's not something just anybody can do.
Damn.
Let's go home, Yor.
Damn.
Okay.
Showed you up. Also, the fact that they're still driving around in the fucked up Volkswagen.
Yeah.
He showed up there in the fucked up Volkswagen. It's just like, oh, don't mind this. It'll buff out.
Oh, crap.
What the? Stragglers from the smuggling ring?
Who are those people? Do you know them?
What do I say? What do I say? Seems that some of my patients are still having psychotic breaks.
Being a doctor must be very demanding.
Didn't believe that? The best course is to avoid them for a bit.
What's with the ears? They got little cat ears on top of it.
Hurry!
I have no idea.
Hey, Lloyd, but are you supposed to hit your patients?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm using a cutting-edge technique known as the concussive recovery method.
Actually, that was a practice that some doctors did back in the day. They don't do it anymore because they found out it was bullshit.
Well, I mean, sometimes somebody's in shock, you slap them and they snap out of it.
Well, that's true. Well, that's actually one of the theorems that they put forward. Sudden, blunt force trauma does,
get a hold of yourself, man.
Elicit a sobering effect onto the human condition, but knocking someone out cold. I'm talking conking them over the head
with a pipe.
And knocking them out cold.
Don't believe that has any medicinal benefits. That
Outside of a concussion, it's like oh yeah, they'll wait. Don't worry, they'll be fine. Ballpark, they can get 2 or 3 more of them and be fine.
I mean, sometimes you have to perform major emergency surgery and you don't have anesthesia on you. I mean,
oh, that's true. Well, Doc Holliday, he used to be a dentist, and back in the day, he would just get his patients absolutely shit-faced drunk, and then he would...
Which is really a bad idea if you're pulling a tooth or something, because your blood doesn't clot.
Well, and here's what he did. He would then knock them out, and then he would proceed to pull the teeth out. That's how it was back in the day, man.
I feel like a lot of them probably died from either blood loss or choking on their blood.
Maybe. I don't know. But maybe that's why he lost his business practice, his right to practice dentistry.
Probably.
And he became a gambler and a gunfighter.
Yeah.
He's just like, these hands are more effective at killing people than they are pulling teeth. Oh. Yeet.
Another one. He's got me.
Ooh. Good kick. Damn.
Sorry, I'm not a doctor, so I shouldn't try to treat your patients. I'm an expert at self-defense. My little brother taught me everything he knows.
I must say, that was impressive. Did you see how far the guy went flying?
It's crazy. Guess I don't know my own strength.
He perfectly well did. Oh God! It's an AK-47.
Just kill him!
So, Lloyd, this may not be the best time to ask, but will you marry me?
It's like on the run from random dudes. It's just like, will you marry me? Huh? Come on.
I'm sorry.
There's a time and a place.
Basically, if it works for you, maybe you and I could stay together. I mean, after the whole interview thing is over.
Let's swing by City Hall to fill out the paperwork.
Yeah, like right now?
No time like the present. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
You're, even in sickness.
Oh my God, for real?
No matter what hardships we may face, let's do it together.
Nice.
Love is a battlefield.
Until my killing.
Colonel, do you think love could bloom even on the battlefield?
Good God. Oh, that was good. That was really good. So, we now have Yor, who is a badass. I can be perfectly friggin' honest, is a bad woman. She's, again, an assassin, but she's also gorgeous, socially inept. That's the other thing about her. She knows how to mind herself and, not stand out. I think that's just from her training as an assassin, but at the same time, she's very socially awkward. I get that.
I think it's easy to be awkward when you're just around people who are asshats, and you have no choice but to be around people who are asshats.
One blonde woman is just insufferable.
Yeah.
I'd look at her, and if she was like that or anything,
she's just a straight up malicious bitch.
It's like, in all honesty, just to get back at her a little bit, she'd be like, "Didn't you give a bunch of random men massages?" Oh, I thought Dominic told you I gave him one too. What? Just to fuck with her a little bit more. But yeah. Anyway, that was a good episode. Again, this series surprises me with just how much we're able to get out of these characters. And again, the more I'm seeing the vehicles in this and the artillery in this is definitely inspired by East and West Berlin, because German cars, the Volkswagen, the one car that they were chasing them in was a Porsche. The gun that was being shot at him in this was a AK-47. I've seen a Makarov pistol as well. It's just a whole bevy of just.
What was that movie we watched recently where people kept turning in their compatriots essentially? Dude ended up having to turn in his own wife at a point, or they moved to another
Child
place.
44.
Is that what that was called?
Yeah. The one with Tom Hardy and...
Yeah, why do I not remember the name of that at all?
Yeah, that one... Well, again, there was so much in that... for me, the pacing of that film is where it lost me. Yeah, that's it right there. And, I'm just going to say it, man. Child 44 could have been so much more. It could have been so much better than what it was, but I guess that's just... that's
I still thought it was decent.
Well...
I don't know why. The name of the movie just went the fuck right out of my head after seeing it, though.
I don't know. To me, the last half of the film was really good. The first half, where it was just trying to establish the characters and everything like that, I felt it was very scattershot. But again,
yeah, it reminds me of that Soviet, everybody telling on their neighbors and shit because they think they're spies or whatever.
You want to know the one to me that's absolutely hilarious? It was the death of Stalin. It was all the betrayal and everything like that happened after the death of Joseph Stalin. Betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. And to me, the funniest one was literally this dude was gave up everyone. He literally betrayed anyone and everyone that he ever knew. He gave all of them up just to save his own skin. Everyone was loaded up on the truck and was being driven away, and everyone was looking back at him with this utter look of disgust. And he had a smile on his face, just I'm going to live. Just dusting himself off, I'm going to live. And then all of a sudden, the NKB, KGB officer comes up right behind him, pulls out a gun, and shoots him in the head. Just he has a complete look of just I'm going to be all right. I'm going to live. Nope. Jesus Christ. He gave up everyone. He even gave up his own mother.
Jesus.
I know. Everyone was asking him why, and he just had no response or anything like that. Oh. The Death of Stalin is for me one of the funniest films because a lot of the shit in that movie actually happened. For instance, Joseph Stalin, the night he died, had a massive stroke, and he collapsed and fell on the floor and was dying. The two men who were outside of his door, his guards, were standing outside the door. They heard him fall and collapse down on the ground. One of them looks over at the other one. He's like, "Should we go in and see what happened?" And the other one goes, "Shut the fuck up before you get us both killed." and it's because everyone was afraid to offend Stalin. That was it. Everyone was just afraid to offend him. And it could be anything. You get you sneeze the wrong way and Stalin sends you to the gulag. That's just the kind of man that he was.
Advertisements. I have my volume on my phone up. I was just trying to real quick add that to my list of movies I've watched since I apparently forgot what the title of it even was.
Child 44?
Yeah.
Yeah.
44.
Also, Death of Stalin has has probably one of the greatest entrances I've ever seen. This right here, like...
Right. What's a warhead got to do? Get some lubrication around here.
It's like, oh, you bullied a furry. Good for you. Here's your medal. Me and my bros.
Yeah, that meme.
By the way, that is not all of the medals that Zukov had. Zukov actually had, like, I think 3 times as many medals because of just how much work he did during World War II. This was the man who basically led the charge from when everyone got, they got backed up to Stalingrad, and then he basically, like, rallied the troops together and took Russia back, took Poland, and then took Berlin.
But see, basically, if you were the protagonist in, like, any war video game, that's what your medals would look like afterward.
Yes, basically. And
because, like, you're always, like, just a one-man army just killing, like, thousands of dudes. And it's like, that is not how it works in actual war at all.
It's not, but if
so
there
you're
was...
going to get, like, at best, probably 12, and if you get, like, a lot more than that, you're going to be talked about.
If there was one person who I would say is definitely the exception to the rule, like, that could never happen, it would be Zukov.
Yeah, he's the Call of Duty protagonist.
He is, like, he's literally the World at War, like, super Russian
like,
soldier.
they need to make a new Call of Duty game where you play as him, and it would actually be realistic.
It would be. And again, Zukov...
They need to have you, like, earning each of those individual medals as you go through it,
Yeah, and then there's actually an achievement. If you get every single medal that Zukov earned during his time as the leader of the Red Army, and it's just like at the end of the game, you get all the medals, that's like an achievement right there.
It's like the Field Marshal achievement.
Yes, basically. Yeah.
Or head of the Soviet Army achievement.
Basically. Well, he got promoted so much that even Stalin, like, when Stalin, like, toyed with the idea of assassinating Zukov because of how popular he was, but he very clearly realized if he tried to kill Zukov, Zukov would take grave offense to this and would basically, like, lead a coup, and people would follow him because he's fucking Zukov.
Yeah.
And he was the only
kill
man.
him right back.
He was the only man that Stalin, like, actually reneged on his entire plan to assassinate. Like, every other one that he had plans to assassinate, he basically followed through with, but he came across Zukov, he's just like, better not do that. Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna mess with that guy.
Exactly.
He's a protagonist.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly, I'll get...
Yeah, this dude is, like, high-end Russian protag.
Dude has, like, some real-life plot armor, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And he lived to be an old man. That's the thing. He didn't die, like, at, like, a young age. He was very old when he passed away.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to do it, everyone. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This was Spy X Family, Episode 2. And, yeah, hopefully Kate will be back with us in the next episode. We will have to see. But until next time, everyone, signing off. I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
See you later, everybody. Peace.